Welcome everybody to Intensity Broadcasting. My name is Josh Hall. This is the Original Rebels Racing League Hardline Transport Solutions Outlaw Truck Series here at Knoxville Speedway, the World Center of Dirt. Again, my name is Josh Hall. This is Intensity Broadcasting. We're getting ready to watch these trucks get around this tricky Knoxville Speedway. Right now you see the 44 Tyler Weeks out on track. You see the 07 of Jared Reed just in front. Corey Hines at the top of the board. Logan Monteith currently sits in second on the speed charts. We know Monteith is one of the dirt experts out here, so we expect him to do well here tonight. Let's take a look at our points coming into tonight. I hit the wrong button. Try that again. Corey Hines, who's currently at the top of the speed charts, at the top of the point standings. Tyler Barnett sits back in second. Jonathan Cofield in third. Michael Kosick and Brandon Pollock, your top five. Steve McDonald also tied for that fifth position. Seventh is Andy Kurtz. Jared Reed back in eighth. Travis Bieber and Tri Hubbard make up your top 10. Then Matt Talder, Logan Monteith, Matt Kleeman, Billy Bigley Jr., Brett Bieber, James Searfoss, and Gregory Froelich round out your top 16 drivers currently in the Outlaw Series. Let's ride along here with Jonathan Cofield. We'll take a look at the how the track looks from the driver's eye. We'll ride on the roof here, and as you can see, track very slick at the moment. When you dive down in the corner, you'll notice there's this like berm. There's a high spot, kind of a curb, if you will, as the trucks go through the corner, down this straightaway and back into turns 3 and 4, and you're going to see the exact same thing. There's that berm down there. Some drivers can use that berm to help the truck rotate. Otherwise, it can cause a big mess. Another unique thing about here in Knoxville, as they come off of turn number 2, you'll see the Sprint Car National Sprint Car Hall of Fame right there off of turn number 2. So this is the World Center of Dirt here at Knoxville Speedway. Again, as always, we appreciate everybody tuning in tonight, whether you're watching on Facebook or on YouTube. Don't forget to hit that like button, follow, and subscribe. It really does help us out. Don't forget to check out our web store at intensitybroadcasting.com. And if you know anybody who might enjoy watching this dirt racing as well, don't forget to give a share. We have just a few moments left here in practice, exactly 60 seconds, before we get qualifying underway. For those who don't watch dirt racing all that much, you might hear a couple words I'm going to use here tonight that you normally don't hear. Words like slicked off. That's the track. You see right now the track's turning dark, and that's where the track is very slick. The moisture is dissipated from that part of the track, and drivers are trying to find the grip. The cushion, that's the loose dirt towards the top. That's where the speed is. That's where the track isn't slick, and you can find all that grip there on the cushion. You see Cofield working that cushion right now. Slide job, we all know what slide jobs are, but you'll see a lot more aggressive slide jobs here tonight. Especially because it's almost the preferred way of passing here is to use a little bit of the fender. But here we go. Practice is over. We're going to get qualifying underway. Drivers will have 10 minutes to make their 2 laps. Looks like Logan Monteith, the first driver out on the track, and we hear the fireworks going off in the background. And you see the fireworks going off in the background as well. Unique thing for these drivers as they make their way out on the track. You can see the fireworks right there at the start-finish line. all the way. Oh, Monteith catches the wall a little bit, but all the way around the track, the fireworks continue to light off, and the unique thing that we have here at Knoxville Speedway. Monteith really slides it down into the corner. You can see the track has been regroomed for this qualifying session, which means they watered down the track and rolled it out to make sure it is brand new surface for these drivers here. It'll be interesting to see if the track carries over from qualifying after a few laps are made, or if they reset the track once again. Matt Telder currently to the top of the board. Logan Monteith in second. We see Aaron Johnson out on track right now. Just took the green flag. Hear him struggling to get that truck woed down for the corner. Takes the white flag, so he is on his second of 2 laps here. He's got that truck over-rotated into the corner. That's really going to slow down his time. Johnson's going to come across the line here and going to stay in currently the 5th position. We see Brett BIEBER out on track in that 808. Struggling to find grip himself as he comes to take the green flag. The interesting thing about these dirt race tracks is they're always changing. Every lap these drivers run changes the track completely for the next time by. So we'll see these drivers making adjustments all night long. You might see them hugging down the bottom, then they'll move all the way to the top, then they'll make their way back to the bottom again. So it's wherever the moisture is, wherever the grip is, that's where the drivers are going to go here tonight. As Brett jumps up to P7, see Greg Froelich out on track, trying to make his way around this tricky, slick track. But yes, Knoxville is the sprint car capital of the world. Located in Knoxville, Iowa. We mentioned the Sprint Car Hall of Fame just off of turn number 2. Dirt track, half-mile long, 7 degrees of banking. Originally opened up in 1878 for horse racing. Ran its first automotive race in 1901. The official first race was in 1914. And then in the 50 to 1954, stock car racing became popular. And they started running a few stock car races sanctioned by the Newton Stock Car Association just before NASCAR was invented. So a lot of history here at this little dirt track. So we got about 5 minutes left here in practice, or excuse me, in qualifying. Still have a few drivers left to qualify. Ryan Huff, Butch Taylor, Aaron Sire, Tanner Johnson, Ryan Derrick, Travis BIEBER, all yet to qualify. So we have about 4 minutes left here before qualifying is finished up. Don't forget to join us again after this one's over. The Original Rebels Racing League Sunday Night Truck Series will also be taking on Knoxville Speedway. So an action-packed night of dirt here on Intensity Broadcasting. Of course, don't forget to join us most evenings here on Intensity. Monday night in a few weeks, we'll be starting up our road series with the SCSRA. Tuesday nights, SCSRA trucks will be taking on one of the road courses. Daytona Road Course. On Tuesday night, the Doghouse Racing League will be restarting up in about 2 weeks for their Southern Tour. Wednesday night, we've got the SCSRA Xfinity Series, which will be taking on Watkins Glen this week. Friday night, we've got the Grand National Series, so lots of racing here on Intensity, so don't forget to join us. Hit that little notification bell to be reminded, or like us on Facebook and get the notification anytime we go live. Kevin Kinder says, ooh, boy, dirt track. Sure thing is, see Garet Kinder currently up in the 3rd position. Kinder running double duty again here tonight. Kinder is known for his dirt track expertise. So we'll see tonight how he's able to navigate this tricky half-mile dirt track. And Kevin, don't forget, the bot is watching, so make sure not to spam too many emojis. We don't want you getting timed out again. So dirt track racing, where it's at here tonight. If you've never watched a dirt on race, you're in for a treat here, as these boys are going to be sliding sideways, trying to get their way around this slick and short half-mile dirt oval. We've got about 60 seconds left, so I'll remind you again, don't forget to join us each and every race here on Intensity Broadcasting. Don't forget to check out our league sponsor, Hardline Transport Solutions, as well as all the great sponsors that make this league tick. Hardline Transport Solutions, COFIELD, Asphalt Refishing, Peg Leg Felts, Thunderstruck Super Series, and Kinder Farm and Ranch, all helping out. So your great sponsors that help out here with the Outlaw Series. Also, don't forget to check out our web store at intensitybroadcasting.com, where you can find hats, t-shirts, coffee mugs, not just Intensity gear, but all your favorite leagues here on Intensity Broadcasting, as well as Atlee Atman Weiss's merchandise as well. Atlee had the pole at Langley last night. Fortunately, got spun out from the lead after leading 16 laps. So normally his races are 15 laps long. He got spun out on lap 16. So tough break for him that night, but he continues to grow stronger. And every week we look to see that young man's career grow. So watch out for him and check his merchandise out as well. That's not the button I wanted to hit. That's the button I wanted to hit. So let's take a look at our starting grid. And as always, your poll is brought to you by Peg Leg Felts. And the Peg Leg Felts Poll Award winner tonight is the 57 of Corey Hines. Matt Telder will start in the 2nd position. Garet Kinder rolling off P3 with Logan Monteith, another dirt master, in the 4th position. Aaron Johnson rounds out your top 5 with Mike Kosick in the 6th position. Brett Bieber in the 808, he'll be taken off from 7th with Tyler Weeks in the 8th position. ninth place, we'll have Jonathan Cofield and Jared Reed round out your top 10. Fry Hubbard and Steve McDonald in row number 6. Then Corey Bigley and Brandon Pollock back in row number 7. Row 8 will be Matt Kleeman and Calvin Ruff, with Greg Froelich and Tanner Johnson back in row 9. Butch Taylor, Ryan Huff back in row number 10. Then rounding out the field, 21st, Travis Bieber, 22nd, Ryan Derrick, and Aaron Sire back in the 23rd position. So as the field makes their way around here one more time, lights will be turning on, or excuse me, we'll be going one more time before we go green flag racing. And we'll watch for the fireworks to fly, not just on the racetrack, but in the air as well, as the field makes their way off of turn number 2. Pace truck's getting ready to take that hard left-hand turn down onto pit road. And here we go. Corey Hines leads him off of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air. We are racing here at Knoxville, and already we see trucks sideways as the fireworks launch all around this track. Garet Kinder right there on the bottom, trying to get around the 7 of Matt Telder. Ooh, almost some contact between the 13 and the 7. They both slide up the track. Now we got more contact. Logan Monteith, Greg Kosick. They're almost 3 wide as they make their way down into turn number 1. Hard racing all over the track as you see the 47 of Aaron Johnson up into the 2nd position. Now he's back to 3rd as Telder trying to work back on that low side. Kinder down on the bottom side as these guys are all battling for position here. It's allowing Corey Hines just to pull away. He's got himself out to a 1.6 second lead at the moment. So Matt Telder now gets single file. Garet Kinder gets in line as well. And now we see this battle as Logan Monteith down on the bottom side almost makes some contact with Mike Kosick. 47 Aaron Johnson right here in the mix as well. Johnson thought about throwing a slider there, but just not able to clear the 3 of Kosick. Now this time he's going to throw a slide job as they make their way off of turn number 4. They move Johnson up into the 5th position. See the 07 Jared Reed trying to get around the 14 of Fry Hubbard. Jonathan Cofield right there in the mix as well as Corey Hines' lead is starting to shrink. Matt Telder starting to run him down just a little bit, him and Garet Kinder. Now that the field is all single file, we're starting to see these trucks make their way towards the front. We just saw one truck already really exploring that high side. I believe that was Cofield who was just ripping the rim out there. Or more the traditional line that time around. As one goes around, Calvin Ruff is around. He is down and off the racing surface. No caution is going to come out, so we're going to stay green flag racing as Corey Hines continues to lead here at Knoxville. Another battle. Aaron Johnson way up on the high side. He's got the 07 of Jared Reed making his way around, so Johnson trying to fall back just a little bit as Reed now tries to work on Fry Hubbard. Logan Monteith has gotten around Garet Kinder, move himself up into the 3rd position. As our leader, Corey Hines, is starting to deal with some lap traffic, getting around the 71 of Greg Froelich. Matt Kleeman will be the next victim to go one lap down, as we are approaching lap number 10 of 40. Kevin Kinder says, I feel like we're in for some cautions. Doesn't look like it so far. So we've completed 10 laps. And no cautions yet. Logan Monteith and Garet Kinder battling for position as they're working around the lap traffic. Kinder right there on the back bumper, but just not close enough to try to make that move just yet. And Telder has caught Corey Hines. He is right there on the back bumper. So Corey had some good short run speed. Now he's got the long run speed. Or Telder has the long speed. He's right there on the back bumper, trying to find his way around the 57 of Corey Hines. And as they continue to battle and slow each other up, that's allowing Logan Monteith and Garet Kinder to catch those front two cars. So we're going to have ourselves a 4-truck battle in just a moment. As they're quickly approaching the 88 of Ryan Derrick. We're already starting to see this track transition. You're starting to see the bottom start to slick up, and that allows Matt Telder. Corey Hines overdrove the corner, caught the slickness. Telder able to dive down underneath, and he's going to try to complete the pass here. Is he going to throw a slider here on the 57 of Hines? No, Hines is fighting back on the high side. Here comes Logan Monteith up into the mix as well. 3 trucks under a blanket as they make their way into turns 1 and 2. And Garet Kinder not too far back as well, as our leaders continue to run side by side. Can Telder throw a slider here this time? Looks like he's going to try to clear him here, and nope, just not clear as Hines fights back on that high side. Now Monteith right here in the mix as well. Corey Hines is a former pro licensed dirt guy. Ran the first season of the 410 sprints, and you can see why. Hines is doing a great job up at front. He's seeing how this track is starting to slick up and change, and he's adjusting to it. Even though Matt Telder now has gotten the lead, Logan Monteith has gotten around as well. I don't expect them to get too far away from Corey Hines. As Garet Kinder looking to the outside of Hines now as well. And those 410 sprint cars run a lot differently than these big, heavy trucks. Those sprint cars have a lot of weight to power ratio, a lot of grip, a lot of downforce. These trucks are just big, heavy, steel frame trucks. Logan Monteith now taking a look down to the inside of Telder. Almost some contact between those two drivers. So they make their way off of turn number 4. We're getting close to halfway. Charles Stevens says, "What's up, Top Gun?" And Ben Weatherstaff says, "Go Corey." And contact between Monteith and Telder. Monteith's going to dive it in, do a slider here on Telder. He's going to slide into the lead here as they make their way off of turn number 4 to move Logan Monteith up to the front. Garet Kinder starting to run down these two as well, and you see Corey Hines not giving up, just hanging back. Corey, again, is your points leader. Dirt is his thing, so we'll see if he's able to get himself back up towards the front as we are halfway, 20 laps to go here at Knoxville. Garet Kinder has Corey Hines now right there on the back bumper. Hines trying to get that truck to rotate so he can get down underneath that 13 as the lap traffic gets in the way of Garet Kinder. Kinder's got to make an evasive move to get around the 9. That's going to break Corey Hines' momentum as well. As Ryan Huff is way up against the outside wall. And Telder now starting to fall off from Logan Monteith. He's fallen to a second back. As Garet Kinder starts to inch closer and closer to that 7 of Matt Telder. And the yellow flag is out in the air. Looks like Corey Bigley has looped it around here on the front stretch. That's going to bring up our first Kinder Farm and Ranch Wreckage Rewind. See, the cows are getting muddy as well. Take a look to see what happened to the 82. Running down on the bottom and just hits the gas a little too hard in the black stuff, in the slick stuff, loops the truck right in front of the leaders, and so it brings out your caution here. So because these dirt races are so short, there will be no live pit stops, so what was the pole queue time? Tyler Rice asks. Don't remember off the top of my head, but we can take a look here. It is not letting me show qualifying here. Oh, there we go. Your pole time was a 22:2:31. So there you have your qualify pole time there. As lights are off on the pace truck, we're going to re-rack them, restack them, and refire them. Logan Monteith down on the low side. Matt Telder on the high side. Garet Kinder restarting from P3. And Corey Hines back in P4. Charlie Stevens says, let's go Reaper 1-3. As the green flag is now back in the air, we are back racing. Monteith with a great jump over Telder. Kinder left it down there on the low side as he's trying to slide up in front of Corey Hines, trying to make a hole. And he will slide up into the 3rd position. Jared Reed throwing his own slider on Corey Hines. So move Corey back into the 5th position as Mike Kosick is in a Jack Daniels sandwich between the 07 and the 3. Now he moves back down to the low side, tries to take a look to the inside of Garet Kinder. Kinder starting to pull away from the group behind him as Matt Telder and Logan Monteith continue to battle for the top spot. Corey Hines now looking down to the inside of the 07 of Jared Reed. He's going to try to throw his own slider here as he tries to get up in front of the 07. Not quite close enough to make that slide job stick. You see Corey Hines using that berm down there, trying to get that truck to rotate. While that's going on, we've got a battle now for the lead. Oh, Telder uses the bumper, tries to get Monteith a little out of shape. Doesn't work though. Monteith actually was able to keep it going, and that actually broke all of Matt Telder's momentum. And now, oh! Mike Kosick and Jared Reed almost made contact and almost wiped out Corey Hines. Corey now jumping up to that high side. He's going to start ripping the rim here. He's going to find that cushion, try to move himself forward. We have just 10 laps to go. Does anybody have anything for Logan Monteith and Matt Telder up at the front? Can Garet Kinder run those two down? Kinder's looking for these two to start racing each other real hard so he can try to catch up. Corey Hines now still using that high side, keeping the 3 of Mike Kosick behind him. So he slides it through turns 3 and 4. And the cut leaders come across the line. We have just 8 laps to go. Telder still trying to throw it in there as hard as he can, trying to get the 91 a little bit loose. Using the bumper is fair game here in these dirt races. Telder right there on the back bumper, trying to get it done. Yes, this is a fast race. Only 40 laps on this short half mile. Only one caution so far, as Logan Monteith continues to hold off the 7 of Telder. More lap traffic as they come up on the 71 of Garet KINDER. They're going to make easy work of the Fronek machine. As Mike Kosick now taking a look down to the inside of Corey Hines. And with the lap truck, see if Kosick can... Oh, almost makes contact with Corey here. I think there was a little bit of contact, but both drivers able to survive it. They continue moving forward. It's Garet KINDER still trying to run down the 7 of Matt Telder as these two continue to duke it out nose to tail. Just 5 laps to go. Can Telder use that front bumper to try to move the 91 out of the way? Or is he going to be able to throw a slider here to get around Logan Monteith, as we have just 4 laps to go here at Knoxville? Telder still just not able to get that move down on the low side to stick. Monteith comes across the line with just 3 laps to go. As we're coming to the end, the last thing we want to see here is a caution, as Telder continues to try to slide up to the 91 of Logan Monteith, but as they come off of turn number 4, 2 laps to go. Can Telder do anything here as they come up on the lap truck of Matt Kleeman, who gets down and up and out of the way? That time Telder got a little extra sideways over rotation off of turn number 4. That kills his momentum and that kills his run, and now Logan Monteith makes his way off of turn number 4. White flag is in the air. Just needs 4 perfect laps to get the victory here at Knoxville. He makes his way off of turn 2, down the backstretch and into turn number 3. And off of turn number 4, your winner here at Knoxville will be the 91 of Logan Monteith. Matt Telder is going to come home in second. Garet KINDER back in the 3rd position. Mike Kosick and Corey Hines round out your top 5. Logan Monteith at the front tonight gets the win. As the fireworks go off in the air. Monteith's going to come down to the front stretch, pull into victory lane. Looks like he's going to do a little celebrating first here in the dirt. I believe you can park that truck in victory lane, see if he gets it refired, see if he makes his way down to victory lane. There you have it. Logan Monteith parks it right there in victory lane here at Knoxville. And let's take a look at your full results. Again, Logan Monteith is your winner. Matt Telder comes home second. Garet KINDER in third. Mike Kosick, Corey Hines, your top 5. Aaron Johnson gets himself a 6th place finish. Jerry Reed moves up 3 positions up in the 7th. Tyler Weeks, Jonathan COFIELD, and Steve McDonald round out your top 10. Your biggest mover of the race, Travis BIEBER, in the 11th position, up 10 spots from where he started. 12th will be Tanner Johnson, Brett Bieber, Brandon Pollock, and Fry Hubbard. Round out your top 15. Ryan Huff comes home 16th. Corey Bigley back in 17th. 18th, will be Ryan Derrick, Kevin Huff, Greg Froelich, your top 20. 21st will be Matt Kleeman, 22nd Butch Taylor, and Aaron Sire make up the rest of the field here at Knoxville. So we get ready to talk to our top 3, starting with the 13 of Garet Kinder. And that's not the button I wanted to hit. That's the button I wanted to hit. Kinder, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Josh, what's going on, man?
Man, a great run here on dirt. We know you love the dirt, getting that truck all sideways, getting yourself a top 3 here tonight, and some stiff competition up there at the front. How did your race go? How did you see things up there, and how did you like running around all those boys here tonight?
Oh man, it was a good time. Those 2 guys up front, Monteith and Telder, they're both lightning fast, along with Corey Hines. Sat there and battled with him for just a little bit. Didn't really have anything. So I was holding pace with Monteith and Tilder until I started searching for lines, trying to make up time, and then they started pulling away from me. Man, unfortunately, 40 laps just isn't enough for this track to get blown out all the way, and you can really start moving around, finding some different lines, and really searching for grip. So, another 30 laps, 20, 30 laps, I think it would have been a little bit closer. But man, it was a lot of fun. Came home with a clean truck, 0X, 3rd place. Can't complain.
For sure. And as we move on to the next race, how do you like your chances there? As you might have a little bit bigger field, and the track might change a little bit more.
Man, it's kind of I go into these races a lot like I go into super speedway races or road course races. For me, it's a lottery. I'm somewhat successful at dirt racing, but man, it really depends on the guys around you. All the guys that were racing this race tonight, everybody that went laps down, man, they just raced super respectful, super clean. They got out of the way and let the top 5 or 6 just have at it, and just really, really fun. I can't say enough about these Outlaw guys. I ain't gonna lie, I was expecting quite a few more cautions out of the deal, but to only have 1 caution, I think it was just a self spin too. So man, just really outstanding races. I got to give my hats off to all the Outlaw guys. Just super, super outstanding, clean, fun racing.
Awesome, man. You kind of took the words out of my mouth there, because I was going to ask you if you're surprised with no cautions, but there you go. Before I let you go, Kinder, anyone you want to thank? Any shots you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, I think Matt Cleanan let me run over here in the Outlaws all season. Unfortunately, I don't know if you knew this or not, but come September, I won't be able to run Sunday nights anymore. So got a few more races left this season. So really glad I got to double up this season, run Outlaw and Rebel. Really enjoyed running over here with these guys, racing around some people I don't typically get to race around. So a lot of fun with that. Got to thank Kinder Farm and Ranch and Ratchet Speed Shop. Love having them on board. Hopefully we can have the same success going in the next race, and we'll see how it goes.
Well, I didn't know that you weren't going to be running Sunday nights anymore here, and that's going to lose half of our viewership here on Intent. No, I'm kidding. So, but no, it sucks to hear that you're not going to be running there, but we look forward to seeing you when you are out on track, and congrats again. We look forward to seeing you in the next race.
Appreciate you. Thank you.
So that was your 3rd place finish, Garet Kinder. Let's bring in your 2nd place finisher, Matt Telder. Matt, you got Josh up in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you, bud.
Man, great job here tonight. A lot of exciting racing. Throwing some slide jobs out there, trying to rough up Logan there towards the end, because I know it's tough to pass here. Man, what a great race for you, though, coming home P2. Talk us through those last few laps trying to get around Monteith. I know it looked like you were trying to slide to his back bumper, but just couldn't quite get there.
Yeah, this track really needs about 70 or 80 laps to really get blown out, and then it gets real fun because then everybody's moving. It was right to that spot where you can't really get around the high side. You can't really, the bottom's gone, so you just have to hope he messes up. And about 3-4 laps to go, I was, just following on his bumper the entire time, and that's when I started trying to just find a little bit here or a little bit there, and that's ultimately why I ended up falling back a few tenths or whatever it was. But yeah, it was a good race overall. I didn't even mean to get in him. I apologize to him for roughing him up a little bit in that one corner. I took my foot out of it. I ain't going to take a lead that way. So, not good race.
Yeah, great race. And almost caution free. You only had that 1 caution there with the self spin. Were you kind of surprised that they didn't have the cautions that we were kind of expecting to have here at the dirt track?
Yeah, I was a little surprised when the officials ran here. They were caution fast for the most part. most of the guys in here are really good drivers, have a lot of skill. So, and the field got spread, not a lot of cars, field got spread out pretty easily. It's a little bit easier to kind of keep your stuff together when you're not racing 12 people at the same time. So I expected a couple more, but not anything crazy.
Well, again, a great top 2 finish here tonight, Matt, for you. Before I let you go, anything you want to thank? Any shout-outs you got to give here tonight?
Yeah, I just want to thank Matt for putting this for putting this whole league on. It's a great league, a lot of great guys. All the other admins in the Rebels Discord, Rebels League, they're a bunch of great guys. Thank you and Intensity for putting on the broadcast. I'd just like to give a shout out to my mom, dad, any of my friends at home that are watching. So that's about it.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congrats on the podium, the second place finish, and good luck as the season goes on. I'm sure we'll be talking again soon.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
That was your second place finisher, Matt Telder. Let's bring in your winner tonight, the 91 of Logan Monteith. Logan, you got Josh up in the booth. Got me?
Yeah, I got you.
And a great job here tonight, getting the win, and a wild one out there towards the front. You guys were sliding around, beating and banging up at the front for a little while. You were able to move your way through the field and get out to the lead. I know Matt apologized for getting into you a little bit there, but it seemed like that was going to be the only way to get by you, was to move you. The track was just not quite slicked off enough to get yourself going. But how did you see the race other than that for you tonight?
As much as it was a fresh track, so it was hard to pass. I mean, it still put on a good show there with the 4 of us there, and I mean, I enjoyed it. I enjoy wheeling these trucks around Knoxville.
Yeah, we enjoyed watching it as well, and I'm going to bring the same question to you I just brought up to Matt. Only one caution here tonight. This field really got spread out, and it looked like the lap traffic were being very cordial to you, but were you kind of surprised that we only did have the one caution?
Very surprised, but in the drivers' meeting, it was made clear that, just hold your line, don't do anything too dangerous, and it all worked out.
Sure did, and you got yourself here the win here. You seem to be the dirt master. Every time we come on dirt, seems like I'm talking to you here. But again, congrats. And before I let you go, anyone to thank, any shots you got to give here tonight, Logan?
Yeah, my team sponsors the 60 Feet 6 Foundation, MP Foxtography, ABR Setup Shop, Retrovalis Customs and Designs, Siebers Racing Media, Raise Energy, Skills VR, Mud Mules TV, and then my team, Evil Empire Sim Sport, and then the series sponsor, Hardline Transport Solutions.
Awesome, man. Well, again, congrats on the win, and I'm sure we'll be talking to you again soon.
Thank you.
So there you have it, your winner here tonight, Logan Monteith, with a wild finish, doing a great job keeping it up front, and we look forward to doing this all again. We're going to start back up here at about 9:45. So go grab yourself a cold beverage, grab yourself a little snack. Kevin Kinder, you can take a nice little nap, and we'll see you back here in about an hour. And as our boy Atlee Atman Weiss would say, over